Hi, I'm Cash, and welcome to Cash Talks Football, where I break down all the goals scored in the Premier League. Today we're doing Crystal Palace versus Brighton. And we're going to start off right here with the first goal, and it's coming again from this hipster footballer playing the ball out of the back. And I talk about it constantly every single week, and about the reasons you pass the ball out of the back. And no one in the Premier League seems to understand why they pass the ball out of the back. The reason why is to get the other team to come onto you. Why do you want them to come onto you? It opens up space in the midfield and up front. So if you've already got 4 players high on you like this, you don't necessarily need to play the ball out round the back, because you've already got masses of space to get around them on the one side. They don't seem to understand it. And this is the problem as well. I can remember years ago when trying to teach teams to pass out of the back. You just can't with some teams because they just don't understand it. And Brighton do generally get it right, but this time they've got it so wrong. It's just, look, you can see someone's telling them to put it down the field. Just get rid of it. Right? And all of a sudden, as it goes forward here, he's trying to play it. He's trying to turn it. He's taking another touch, and it's all too late. Now, here's another interesting bit. This guy is still telling him to get to play the ball away. All he has to do to fix the situation is drop in there. That's all he's got to do. So this guy's got to pass. And to be honest, right, if the keeper's smart, and this is what I'm talking about with playing the ball out of the back, the keeper just plays the ball out over there. That's what he does. Just gets rid of it and defends. Because if he doesn't, this is what ends up happening. He tries to play left-footed scoop pass over someone's head, and he's not good enough to do that. Because if he is, he'd be in the centre midfield for someone's Premier League football team, and he's not. He's better off just passing that ball out of bounds and getting a throw in. But you can see how they've created their little pressure pocket, stepped everybody forward. Look how many players they've got. There's 5 players forward. Well, that means they've only got 5, 6 players on the other side, or 5 outfield players. 5 outfield players on the other side. They could have easily put the ball over the top or put it into the midfield instead of trying to play this passing possession hipster football this particular time, and they get caught. Now, here's the other interesting thing, right? When this ball goes in here, Brighton don't seem to sort of react much. Yeah, they're kind of running and they're going through the motions, I'd say, almost. It's like, watch, look, here you go. The ball comes in. No, there's no sort of real panic. The other thing that really bothers me, really bothers me, is this guy here. As soon as your team loses the ball, you're supposed to get straight back into your shape, get back into your 4-4-2, whatever you're playing, 4-3-3, because no one can coach a 4-4-2 anymore. That's another subject for another video. But he needs to get straight back up and get these guys offside. That's what he needs to be doing, instead of standing back there and giving them this extra space. He needs to close that off because of how close the ball is. So basically what that means then, if he gets up onside, the point of where the ball is and that line there, you've squeezed that space there because no one can be back there. That's what you really want him to do, but he doesn't. He just stands there. Look, see what I mean? Just stands there. Now, of course, the ball goes out here, but he's still just stood there. He hasn't made this guy move. If he had to run back onside, just to run... That was talking about when I was talking about the intensity of they didn't really seem to do anything when they lost possession. If he did and he got straight up there, would have made these Crystal Palace players react and get out of the 18-yard box. Yeah, the ball might have still gone wide here, but look, this guy was over here, stood here for the whole time. There's no sort of urgency to win the ball back. And then it's all too late. Then the ball's, honestly, it's a good little chip in. I quite like it because it should be easy to deal with. The keeper could just come out and get it. It's not that much of a hard ball, but he doesn't. It's over here. No one seems to react, and the ball's in the back of the net. Could the keeper come out? Yeah, maybe, if he was reading it. But also, there's just so many little issues going on here. I just don't understand why they've got no intensity trying to win this ball back, and they're very, very casual in their play. Look, this guy just doesn't even seem to move after they lose the ball and tuck back in just to defend. Bizarre. But we're all entitled to bad games, except for me. We'll see you next time. Oh, no, we got another goal. My bad. Let's get on to the next goal. Okay, here we are on the next goal. Crystal Palace are obviously sitting in. They've got their line. It's okay from where it is. Not too worried about it. But here we go. When the ball comes out over here, this is the only concern that I've got, is they've got too many players. You've got two. Do you see there's 2 players next to each other? You've got to try to split those up. Always, as a defender, you've got to try to get a body in between there. And Brighton just seem to have an extra body forward somehow, because these two just don't seem to be doing anything. He can go over and cover him when he's putting pressure on the ball, but as soon as this ball comes in, it's basically 3 against 1 right here. And it's kind of it's not a decent cross. Watch this. Bob makes himself, gets some bit of separation. He starts to go. He doesn't even really go with the runner, which kind of don't mind too much. But here we go. This is what I'm talking about. This is the 3 that we're looking for here. There's only one guy really being marked. So now they can get a clear run on the ball, and he does. And he kind of loops it up over the keeper into the far corner. It's a quality header, to be fair. Dom Solanke did another one similar to this. But it's a decent header right into the far corner. Keeper's got no chance. Yeah, that's all I can really say about that goal. I'll see you next time on Cash Talks Football.